Good evening, everybody. Welcome to another Around the Ropes podcast, YouTube exclusive. Now, guys, you guys know we talk a lot about the independent scene. Most of the time, it's usually Jersey. But we're actually going back to another company that we always love working with, and that's Immortal Championship Wrestling. They're set to present their next event called Immortal Things 4, happening on July 8th at the Cobleskill Fairgrounds. You can still get your tickets. They're still available. I know front row seats are sold out. And one of the guys who I feel is going to have is going to have probably one of the biggest matches of the night is the guy who's joined us right now. He is I think personally, one of the unsung heroes of Immortal Championship Wrestling. The one, the only Mr. Garett Holiday. Garett, what's going on?
Oh, nothing much, man. I appreciate the words very much. Means a lot.
Hey, I say it as is because I've seen you now a couple of times in action up in Immortal, and you always tell a good story. And I've always said that.
Yeah, and I mean, I try to at least. That's at least how, that's how I work. So,
well, before we get to what's happened in July 8th, let's go back to the previous show. The one where you, unfortunately, and I know it's kind of opening up on a bad note here, but I want to just get this out of the way now. What happened in that match?
So I was trying to get the upper hand. Evidently, Vince Valor was trying to cheat, and my manager, Father Derek, was trying to take the belt away from Vince Valor, and ended up not winning that battle. And Vince Valor actually hit me in the head with the championship belt, my own belt that is no longer mine anymore, but a belt that I have brought back to its glory has now been tarnished because it had to be used to hit me in the face in order to win.
Now, I'm assuming you're going to have, at some point down the road, you're probably going to have your rematch for the title.
Rematch clause, as Father Derek would say. Yes. Hopefully soon. I'm talking to the Immortal managers as we speak about that. So
I was going to say, are you going to, if I were you, I would throw in the stipulation of making like a no DQ match.
I would go for that. I got some major issues I have with Mr. Vince Valor, the invincible coward.
Because I remember, and this going back to the show in Rome, I remember after you had won that match, Vince kind of just showed up out of nowhere and started attacking you as you were winning. So it was like, okay, could he not wait in line for his opportunity, or was he just jealous?
Everybody's trying to make a mark somewhere, and I guess I was the target for that mark for Vince Valor. And as I was looking towards winning, actually, in Westmoreland, turns out Vince Valor took the easy way out and won the championship in a not so great way. So,
hey,
if he tries to do it again, I'll probably knock his block off.
I could see you doing that. I really could see you doing that. But obviously, like I said, unfortunately, the past is the past. And you have a big opportunity coming your way on July 8th.
That I do. That one's most important right now.
Now, okay, let's start off with this one then. Why is this one most important to you?
Because I feel like this match, this opportunity that has been presented to me, is going to be a breakout moment for me. And you say a breakout moment, you're probably going to ask me why. So I'll just tell you this. I've had a lot of great matches in my career, and I think I've pretty much said them before when I was on this podcast. This is the make it or break it one. I've been in the I haven't been in the business for that long. I'm going on 9 years, and at this point in time, I'm really starting to reach a level that I've been waiting for a long time, and I've been overlooked. I've been doubted before, and I've always proved people wrong. But now I have to prove a point that I am ready for this. And Matt Taven on July 8th in Cobleskill, New York, in my hometown, that puts a lot of pressure on me, but I am ready for that pressure.
No, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say when this whole thing came up that you were gonna work with Matt Taven, was this your idea that you wanted to work with him, or did Immortal Management come to you and say, "Hey, we have an idea for you. It's in your hometown. We're gonna give you Matt Taven"?
Well, after my loss to Vince Valor, I was sitting in the room with, and it's on the Immortal page.
Yeah.
But I was sitting in my chair, obviously a little upset, and Father Derek was eating his feelings, pretty much. Didn't share really. He said he was going to. He didn't, but that's besides the point. Mike King came in and tried to bring my spirits up, but he did have an idea, and he said since I was a good, not good, great Northeast champion, and how long I've had that belt and the good run that I've had, that he presented Matt Taven to me, not as a gift, but as a well-deserved match, I would feel. And I obviously said yes. It didn't take me 2 seconds.
So I guess the way it could be looked at is, it's not like you said, it's not a gift, but it's more of an, okay, you've done this much, we're going to give you a talent from TV. Now it's time to see if you can swim swim in the deep end, or if this is your calling. If that makes sense of how to put it.
Yeah. I'm ready to swim in the deep end. By the way, it's pretty hot out, and I'm ready for it. I'm ready for Taven. Believe me, I've been ready.
Now, taking out the wrestler in you and putting in the wrestling fan.
Okay.
When Mike approached you about working with Taven, were you sitting there, a small part of you sitting there going, "I'm about to work with a current AEW superstar"?
That part of me did not come out. The part of me that did come out was that I'm about to face a former ROH world champion, a guy that's worked in New Japan Pro Wrestling, a guy that has literally started from the bottom, just like me, and ended up on top. And that's another way that I look at it. Me and Taven are kind of similar, except Taven is a hell of a talent, and I respect everything that he's done in his career. But on July 8th, when I face him, I'm not really thinking about the man across the ring. I'm thinking about myself in my hometown. And I plan on beating Taven.
And I fully expect that you're going to. I fully have that feeling in me. But now you mentioned, it's in your hometown. You're going up against Matt Taven. Do you feel that's going to add a little bit more to everything?
Added pressure?
Yeah, added pressure.
Yes. Because if I lose, then I let my hometown down. Then I let myself down. But at the same time, I know that my hometown is behind me no matter what. So at the same time, it's like a 50-50. It's a double-edged sword. But I am going to give it my all no matter what. And Taven's going to have to do a lot to beat me.
And folks, again, if you would like to see this clash of two generational talents in action, you can definitely get your tickets. Like I said before, first row seats are sold out, but I think second, third, and general admission are still available. And you're not going to want to miss this, guys, because not only do you have Garett Holiday versus Matt Taven, you have Sean Carr versus Lindsay Dorado. You have, and what I think is going to be an absolute bloodbath, is Chip Stenson versus his son in a dog collar match. Which I think, if I remember correctly, it's a career versus career match.
It is a career versus career match. First time ever.
And of course, your other favorite Immortal Championship wrestlers will be in action. Of course, Ben Hameen, Blaze Haram, you name it, they're all going to be there. I saw your reaction when I mentioned Ben Hameen.
Let's just put it this way. Ben Hameen doesn't know what to do with that heavyweight championship. He hasn't defended it. He hasn't even so much as even wanted to defend it. He's pretty much just a belt holder right now.
Well, now you bring that up. Let me go into this now. Obviously, looking past July 8th here for a second. is been somebody who's on your list as far as future stars to go up against?
I think honestly, right now, Ben should be on everybody's list because he is the heavyweight champion, and that's what
Yeah.
everybody goes for. Is he on my list? Yes, but in my honest opinion, I should probably start from the bottom since I just lost my Northeast Championship, and I should make my way to the top. I don't really want to. I don't want to cut corners. I don't want to be elevated to the top. I want to. I want to earn it, and that's what I. That's exactly what I did when I won against him in the Northeast Championship. When I beat Joey Conway and Ben Hameen on the same night in Schenectady, New York. I fought a long time in order to get to that situation, and I'm willing to do it again. But at the same time, uh, like I said, I want to do it the right way.
And I commend you for that, especially, like I said, you got the match July 8th with Matt Taven. I figured when you win that, I figured that would have at least put you in line, but I applaud you for wanting to go back down to square one and kind of working your way back up.
But you never know. I mean, you could. The King's Ransom briefcase is always up available when that comes around again.
Yeah. Folks, I'm going to say this right now. We're probably talking to a future Immortal Championship Wrestling World Heavyweight Champion right here.
I appreciate that. We'll see. We'll see.
But again, like I said, guys, it all goes down July 8th in Cobleskill, New York at the Cobleskill Fairgrounds. This is a show you're not going to want to miss. I don't know how much I can stress that.
No, I seriously don't think you guys want to miss this at all. I mean, this. There's been a lot of, obviously, there's 4 Immortal Things, and I think this one's going to top all of them. I mean, you obviously, what was just announced, which was Sergeant Fury versus Bobby Bates versus Richie the Madman in a hardcore match for a hardcore championship, which I didn't even know was a thing, but apparently is a thing. That should also be, that should be on the radar a little bit too. I think every match so far, from what I've heard and what hasn't been announced yet, and what I've heard of rumors are, I think this is going to be the best show yet. But we'll see. I mean, you never know.
And of course, let me just throw up the poster right here.
Yeah, throw up that poster.
I mean, guys, the poster itself should sell it to you right there.
Oh yeah.
But guys, and also the nice part also is it's an early start time for the show, or sort of early start, sort of an early start time.
Time to party after the show.
Well, not so much like for somebody like me who has, a nice car ride home.
No, not for you. Not for you. It's water for you.
I mean, I'll hang out, but water's it for me. But like I said, though, I'm looking forward to the show. I think it's going to be an incredible show. And folks, I'll say this again, and I'll say this when we do our live show every Tuesday with myself and Ryan Peterson. I want to mention him.
Let's go, Ryan.
But guys, like I said, Immortal Championship Wrestling is one of those companies that, and I'm not just saying this because Garrett's on. I've said this on our show religiously. There are certain companies that I feel are hitting their strides right now, and I think our only big things are to come for them. And I think Immortal's in the same boat.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, I really, really feel that way. Because like I said, I've been to, this would be now my second show. Oh, no, yeah, second show. No, strike that, third show. Third show, actually. Because I was up for the show up in Rome. And then I was up for the...
Weren't you at Utica?
The one in the gym.
Yes, Utica.
Yeah, Utica. The one that Ryan was ring announcer.
Yes.
That was my first one.
Oh, I got you now.
Yeah, that was the first one I was at. But overall, though, guys, like I said, Immortal. And guys, also, if you can't get a chance to be up there for the show, check out their YouTube page. We'll put the link in the description below. Because Mike does put the matches up on YouTube. Usually takes him a little bit of time to get up there, but they'll get up there. But Garrett, before I let you go, though, what else do you have coming up that you would like to promote?
June 30th, I'm part of the Battle of New York tournament in Excite Wrestling. but I'm also part of a faction in there called Salt City Killers, and we are defending our heavyweight champion of Excite Wrestling, Mike Skyros, from anybody trying to remotely be close to defeating Mike Skyros or even have an opportunity to face Mike Skyros. So there's that. Other than that, there's more shows for Immortal. I don't have many coming up, only because got a lot of stuff going on in real life, so I got to figure that stuff out first. But other than that, it's Immortal on August 12th. But you can also check out Excite Wrestling on the 4th, 5th, and 6th at Speedy Fest. I will not be there, but yeah, those are the only closest ones for now.
You bring up the Battle of New York one. I just want to get your take on it quickly. Obviously, I know, Skyros is putting the title on the line. Is there one person in that tournament that I'm not saying that could pose it? I'm trying to figure out the best way to put this. Is there a guy in that tournament who could pose a threat to Skyros in that title?
Yes, but I'm not going to tell you who.
Okay.
I'll be honest. They are all great competitors. But Mike Skyros right now, in my opinion, is one of the best on the independent scene right now. And it shows because he's the Excite heavyweight champion. And not only that, he's got us. So, I mean, what is there to really talk about?
No, I completely agree. I think it's, if I'm not mistaken, it's you. And isn't it Black and Yellow also part of it?
As far as Salt City Killers go?
Yeah. Okay.
It's me, Black and Yellow, Marcus Zeal, Adam Stone. There's a few of us.
Oh yeah, no, and like I said, I've seen Excite already.
Jacoby Riddick. Can't forget Jacoby Riddick.
No, and I saw the match where Skyros had the title on the line against Sean Carr, and he proved it there once again.
Yep.
Why he's the top of the top.
Yeah.
But again, Garrett, folks, like I said before, and I'll stress this 100 more times. July 8th, Immortal Championship Wrestling, Immortal Things 4. Obviously, I'll throw up the poster one more time in case you did not see it before. That's all the information right there. Tickets are still available. You get to see this guy in action, and I feel it'll be not only one of the biggest matches of the night, but I think it'll be one of the best matches of the night.
Well, I really do appreciate it. I really do.
And with us, Garrett, we always speak the truth here.
I always speak the truth too. So I do really appreciate anybody that comes on here and trust John's opinion. And you definitely don't want to miss something like this in Immortal Things 4. And not to mention, there's always surprises, but you gotta be there to see them. That's the thing.
That's what makes independent wrestling so much fun, is you never know who's going to show up.
Well, that too. Yeah, I guess so. But I think one of the matches that is going to be like pretty much, if not match of the night, besides like right next to mine, well, actually there's two. I think it's Lindsay Dorado and Sean Carr, and not only that, we've talked about it already before, but I think the Chip Stetson versus Shane Stetson match is going to be something that you definitely don't want to miss. It's not just mine, No. I'll be fair and honest with that. That dog collar match is going to be something that nobody has seen in quite some time, and Shane Stetson has a lot to prove because he's only, I think, 2 or 3 years in. I helped train him and alongside his father. To say the least, I'm not disappointed, but at the same time, he's making a mark the wrong way. But at the same time, I think a young Chip Stetson probably would have done the same years ago. Mm-hmm. But I think that match is going to be very, very much watched very closely. And I think it will get bloody.
Oh, yeah. What I say is this: is anybody who's in the front row, you may want to bring a poncho with you. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah, and you never know. I mean, Chip Stetson's going to probably break out some new stuff that you haven't seen in quite some time.
Yeah, and like I said, folks, and this is why I keep saying this, and I said this religiously, I'm going to get a shirt made of this. support independent wrestling.
There you go.
Because you go, and people laugh at me that why do I travel 3, 4, 5 hours for a show? And I do it because I enjoy what I see. To be honest, a lot of times and it's Immortal and it's any company really. A lot of times the matches you see there are better than what you see in WWE and AEW.
Yeah. I mean, it's very much based off opinion, and I think that there are some companies on the indies that are very good and some that are not so good. Some people believe in storylines on the indies, and some people don't. It just depends on the area.
Exactly.
And I think what Immortal Championship Wrestling has as of right now is some good storylines, and I think that we are held to a higher standard because of the other companies that are in New York. So we got to try our best to even remotely be close to, that pinnacle, that level.
Exactly. I completely agree. And like I said, I put over Immortal Championship Wrestling as much as I can.
Well, it's definitely appreciated from Mike King for sure.
Oh, yeah.
And obviously me as well as a wrestler and needing not so much needing a following, if people want to follow me, they follow me. If they don't, then that's okay, because you'll keep seeing me because I will be there.
Oh, yeah.
I have missed like maybe 2 shows of Immortal Championship Wrestling off of since its beginning.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. That's why I said in my promo against Matt Taven, I am the longest tenured wrestler in Immortal Championship Wrestling today.
And I will leave it with this. When you win on July 8th, I think not only will you could then put yourself as being like, look, I just beat somebody who's at the top of their game, but I think other people have their eyes on you. And I'm talking people from the bigger companies.
I appreciate that very much.
Hey.
I truly do.
But Garrett, before we let you go though, where can people follow you on social media?
You can follow me on Twitter at Garett Holiday. It's all lowercase, I believe. And Instagram is Holiday Garrett. Or it might be vice versa, but you got to play with it. Sometimes I go on there and sometimes I don't. But on Facebook, it's Garett Holiday. I have a like page on that too. I'm mostly active on Facebook and Instagram.
And guys, like I said, you definitely want to follow him because I have very high hopes for him to close out 2023 and into the future. And Garrett, you know damn well you always have an open door with this show whenever you have something you like to promote.
Appreciate it.
And guys, it all goes down July 8th. I can't say that enough. For Garett Holiday, I'm John. This has been an Around the Ropes YouTube exclusive, and we'll catch you guys on the next one.
You got that? Good.